Okay. I think we are about to have encounter some more difficulties. Would you like to help us with those?
I'll watch until I see something fun, and then I might join in.
Uh-oh.
So
I like your style. I'm also going to kind of, now that I'm kind of expecting something, I'm going to kind of hide, and I'm going to wait for the men to come out, and then I'm going to follow them sneakily, and I'm going to kind of try to signal that guy to come if that happens. Like, I'm kind of going to the future a little bit, but that's my intent. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're sort of, this is a rather grotesque position. I mean, you have the bag of Buddhas, and you're hiding in this rubbish heap.
It doesn't bother me, you know.
Okay. And
self-esteem is not Rokuro's problem.
Yeah.
He's either got too much of it or too little. I'm not sure which.
Situational. Yeah.
The last thing you hear from the voice across the lake is, well, better luck fighting these guys than I had last time. And out from the top of the trees bursts what looks like initially a huge raven, but then you realize the wingspan must be 10 feet across.
Oh
and
my God, okay.
Arms and legs. So this raven thing with a raven head but a human body goes flying out of the branches and up into the air and off, you know not where.
Tengu,
yeah. God damn, that's cool.
So I'm gonna let you know what's going on.
What isn't in this place?
Yeah, no kidding.
I think it's crazy in the mountains. Things are, I would say, very spooky because the day is passing on and night is coming, and no one is sallying out from the castle.
Yeah, that's good news. They locked up instead of chasing you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I guess I'll just head back at that point because we still have to deal with this before we go to bed, basically, so we can sleep in peace. So
yeah, so it's really
you're optimistic.
weird.
I got jobs for you. You got to put them in the ground. We got to, we got all sorts of stuff to do here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really weird to sort of like gingerly head down that causeway. It's like, are they going to burst out at any moment? And lights are going up in the this sort of mansion that's seen better days, but it's really disturbingly quiet, as if they're planning something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, we've reached 11:04.
I have a little more to do, if we could.
Well, if you have the time, it's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Right. Well, a little bit longer.
Okay.
If it's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
My goal. Okay, I have questions and then I have things I want to do. First of all,
okay,
I want a sunrise ritual, which gives us plenty of time for me to do hours of Kagura dancing, which is what you need to do if you want to invoke a kami. So, but before I do that, there are things I need to attend to. I need to do a little Shinten contemplation so I get my theology right. I don't want to guess. I want to know where the shrine is. There's got to be a kami shrine around here somewhere for the village. And it should be near running water.
Okay, so yes, I mean those details can be worked out of all the locals. On C number 6, where that weird raven type troublemaker was.
Yeah.
There's a shrine to the lake kami there, and up the road, like down where the party of three just came from, that's the shrine to the village kami.
That's what I want.
2.
I want that. Yeah. So yeah, going up the northwest to the actually it's given the compass, it's actually kind of, it's still northwest.
Yeah.
So I want to, it's going to be a big deal, Eric. I mean, I'm going to be real demanding about this. I mean, we want the way swept. I want that shrine cleaned. I want I mean, like I said, they think you're going to sleep tonight. You know, I don't care when you get back with that body. You ain't fucking sleeping tonight. I mean, neither is anybody else, if at all possible. And I mean, I am going to very respectfully ask our gentry, our gentry participants, that this requires, representation by and leadership from them. I mean, I want a procession. I mean, we've got singing to do. It's going to be a stately procession to get to that shrine, at dawn. And so I'm setting up a whole nightly thing here. If a bunch of undead samurai come and attack us, too bad.
And I support that.
Yeah, we've got serious cultural business going on here.
Yeah. And I support that.
And hopefully, since no Shinto shrine is going to be anywhere near anything resembling a graveyard, all of that's going on at the other end of town. Right? If I'm not mistaken.
Well, can I add something to your plans? Is that the headman learned? I don't know. I'm really probably mangling religions here, but the Buddhist equivalent of extreme unction. That is to say, even though he's he's a lay person, but he's received sort of at least he knows the words to say when a burial happens.
Right. He'll be doing that at the burial site then. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, good. They'll tend to the dude's own religious, leanings in the proper fashion. And then as far as the propitiation of the badness done to the village is concerned, which is my concern, I'm doing it over there. That works. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you were looking at the rules for that?
Well, I was checking. I mean, as I understand it, it kind of depends on what I'm doing. I'm actually not cleansing pollution. I don't know if, you see, that's the thing. This is the kind of thing I need to ask you. Do I need to concern myself with cleansing pollution, or do I need to just simply invoke the kami to sort of,
I think cleansing the pollution, we were talking about this hyper concentration of weirdness.
Right.
I think cleansing the pollution might make this mountain weirdness more Nippon and less the
gonzo.
The gonzo.
Right. Right. Well, that's probably where I'm after. It's just that it does say may perform the rite for one character per level, which is really, really shitty. I don't know if that counts for a whole village or something, but that's one thing. So I don't know. I mean, the legalities of the rules are much more about healing your party members when they get hit by pollution on an adventure. They're a little less cultural, a little more, dungeon crawly. So, so I don't know what you think about that. I've been looking at this. Invoke kami is basically summon.
Yeah.
And if it's a nice kami, then you might, if you basically summon it so it can do what it wants, then there's nothing else. Placate is when you are basically getting something specific from it. So to do full on, super summoning, you would invoke and placate. But then again, on the other hand, if I'm doing something the kami wants, then
so I think this is a chance to maybe bump up or awaken the old village kami.
That's the idea. Invoke kami is what I'm after, and that's and the pollution thing, like I say, is much more of a kind of cure curse, kind of counterspellish kind of thing. So so that's what I'm and doing Kagura dance. I get to roll for every hour I do it. For bonuses.
Okay, well, could we do those? Do we want to just take care of that night? Do you want to do those 8 rolls now?
We can do that. We can do that next time if you want, or we can get it, whatever you say. I just want to let you know that's what I'm up to. That's my whole goal here. is to get this going. Because it seems to me
Yeah.
like a great big pissed off kami is exactly the right thing that a whole bunch of undead samurai need.
Yes.
So I'm still a
Could-
little
could we-
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to go, well, guys. Why don't we see what happens with those numbers? Okay, we won't go much longer. Let's just see what
So I
happens.
roll
with this
8
plan.
times. Now let's see what we're after. And I hate to tell you this, but it's the effect divided by 5.
Ugh,
I know. So not only do I have to roll, I have to roll well, and then I get a +1. And I mean, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
man, hitting people with a Kusari Gama is a lot easier in this game than getting off a good start.
Yeah. For sure.
So, all right, it's Sacred Dance, and I have an 8, but 8 hours. Maybe I'll get a +1 or 2 out of this. So 10, unfortunately. 19, 18, 15, 4 down.
Jeez.
7, hooray, effect of 1. So that's +1. 3 more rolls.
Mhm.
8, effect of 0. Does that mean nothing?
Yeah.
19, and I think that's it. Yeah.
So
So
what did you get?
I got a +1.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Um, And so I have a base 10, and it is, however, bumped down by the power of the kami. But one last thing, they like money. Kami love money. I'm gonna give it a whole lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna empty. If I have to, we're gonna use rhetoric to convince people to cough up a fair
Well,
amount of silver.
You are traveling with an aristocrat.
Yeah,
Well,
I can
that's true.
just ask, no?
Yeah, you can. It could be all on you. I'm sure the village would appreciate the gift.
I don't think that's what Greg meant. I think Greg said that he was going to go and tell the village to cough up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just bring your gold to the shrine. I mean, we have a celebration to make.
Mhm.
Well, okay. So if I could say this, so dawn is coming,
Eventually.
and eventually, yeah. So well, the 8 hours.
Yeah. Mhm.
So the headman is sort of dozed off, but he says, "Okay, I'm ready to go to the burial place. I will need someone to carry the body, but that's all I need."
No, that's,
Yeah.
I figured that's all.
Yeah,
taken care of,
I think we've already. Yeah, I mean, it's we did that as early as we could. I think. I mean, just to get it all lined up. Yeah.
Yeah, all my dancing and stuff. I mean, they've been burying since the beginning of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
these are in parallel. I think. I
Yeah.
mean, if it works that way, like culturally,
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, here, let me just get out my.
I mean,
Well,
also, I
NPCs.
also get a plus for the rating of the shrine.
I guess it's minor, so that gives it what? Just let me check that out.
Mhm.
So let me just try.
Eric, maybe the actual role for the kami, I think we should probably kick it off next time. You know everything that's going into it now, so we can work that
Okay.
out with the ability to reflect on all of the nuances, figure out how
All
much
right.
money gets there. I mean,
Yeah.
don't Mitsu. I'm getting your pockets and turned inside out too. You know, you're not getting away with this. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I spent a lot on my new weapons. so-
yeah, I know.
so-
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, though, there is actually one very important roll I need to make, and then we will take it up next session. Okay.
Sure.
But it's
I'm
very
also,
important for me
if
to
possible, I'm going to promise it all kinds of treasure from the castle. Whatever they've got in that castle, that can be yours. So
For my NPC, who is a rabble level 0 Gakusho, attempting a satisfactory burial. So let's see what happens with that. Where is my so there we go. Okay, what is it? Okay, I can't get that to work out.
One of the problems with these skill systems in the older games is that they don't really think much about doing a skill. Like if you have to roll, if you're an average dude, which means you've got like a 45% or a 40% job of doing something, does that mean that you fuck it up 60% of the time all day, every day? I mean, is that how it works?
Yeah.
And the answer is obviously not. And then you have all these people drawing circles and arrows in the air about why you have to roll during play but not out of play. You know, you know. So it's the
so I would say, Rokuru, you observe this man very reverently do this because this is a man who, you know, really touched him, made a big spiritual difference in his life. And so many horrible things happened. So he's very, very reverent. And you can see just the intensity of his belief in his gods and his love for this man and his love for all suffering things. It's a good Buddhist.
Okay.
And he says, well, cover him up. I've done the best I can.
Okay. I'll do the, you know.
And I'm not going to give too much away, but I'll say you got a feeling that this worked out okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That would be nice.
Good. Something in our favor.
Yeah, really. So for us, we've got shrine and gold and a +1 for dancing. Boy, that was work. Fucking work.
Yeah.
And then and yeah, that'll be.
I'll throw some gold on that, on top of that too when we do
we'll
the calculation.
excellent.
I have a few gold pieces. So.
When in doubt, that's religion for you, right? Devote and dance for hours, and then everybody just pours a bunch of money on it.
So I got to say he was very lucky for a beginner. But okay, so we're done for now. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.